This year's daylight saving time will officially begin for most Americans on Sunday morning when the clocks are advanced by an hour. During World War I, when it first became popular to change the clocks every 2 years, this tradition persisted. A movement to stop the practice is gaining momentum. The Senate passed a bill last March that would have made daylight saving time permanent, but the House of Representatives never considered it. The bill was reintroduced earlier this month by Sen. Marco Rubio, giving supporters of evening light renewed optimism for a better future. At 2 in the morning on Sunday, March 12th, the time will advance by an hour. In the United States, daylight saving time will last for 34 weeks, concluding in early November. Almost 70 additional nations observe daylight saving time on different schedules. William Willett, a London builder, was the first true proponent of daylight saving time. In 1907, he noticed that despite the sun being up, shutters of houses were still closed. In The Waste of Daylight, his personal manifesto, he lamented the waste of nearly 210 hours of daylight every year, and urged England to recognize and remedy it. Willett's proposal to move clocks ahead 20 minutes on each of the 4 Sundays in April and reverse the process in September was met with ridicule. He spent a lot of money lobbying, but faced opposition, including from a community who viewed it as lying about true time. During World War, daylight saving time was implemented to save fossil fuels needed for the war effort. After the war, the U.S. left it up to states to decide whether to observe daylight saving time, leading to chaos. In 1966, a law was passed to standardize daylight saving time due to lobbying from the transportation industry. In 1973, the U.S. briefly experimented with year-round daylight saving time to cope with an energy crisis. Since 2005, daylight saving time starts on the second Sunday in March and ends on the first Sunday in November. And that's why get an extra hour of Halloween night in 2020. Since the early 20th century, people in the U.S. have followed clock time, not the sun, setting the clock forward an hour during spring. And summer months gives people an extra hour of daylight in the evenings when most are awake. Daylight saving time moves everyone's schedule to overlap better with the extra sunlight, which would otherwise occur in the very early morning. As of January 2023, legislation to ban changing the clocks has been approved in 19 states. The measure, however, can only take effect if federal law is changed. To permit such a change, the Uniform Time Act would have to be changed.